Maniac Beats.
Someone hit me with a question at the time they didn't know. If they wanna make a difference, how far would it really go? In life, you get rewarded for every seed that you sow. So we're building a community to help to make them grow. I'm a Trini born, Brooklyn raised, Ghanaian from latter day. Always repping Africa, even when I'm not on the stage. I have to get back at you if you ain't riding on the wave. I'm all about Pan-Africa, the ancestors who paved the way. It's cool chillin' in NYC. How about them African children who went to bed hungry?
Hello, family. This is Africans Leaving America. I am Afia Koomson, and I have a wonderful guest with me today. She is straight from Detroit, Michigan. Can you please introduce yourself to the platform, sis?
My name is Naomi Fidaus Adams.
And she has some beautiful ladies with her today. Can you please have them introduce themselves as well?
Okay, we will start with Captain. My name is
And how old are you? Okay.
My name is Fidaus. I'm 14 years old.
Okay. Hi.
My name is Anima. I am 16 years old.
Okay.
I am 14 years old.
Okay.
I am a captain of talent. Assistant captain of talent. My
Okay.
name is Mary. I'm 2 years old.
Well, thank you, ladies. They have such good manners.
Oh, thank you. They're beautiful, good girls.
Yes, and they're all in their teens, pretty much.
Yes, ma'am. They are the youngest first division women's football team in Ghana.
Wow.
Yes, or high school.
Wow.
Yes.
So,
first African American female football owner in Ghana.
isn't that something? You know, look, you wouldn't have never did nothing like that in the States, would you?
No, you know how it's so hard to do things in America, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if you're not some big, you can't get these type of things done.
Right. So, my first question for you is, what made you step out on faith and move your whole life over to Africa?
Well, let me start by saying that God is good, and sometimes the Spirit moves you.
Mm-hmm.
I met her and online, and we have been chatting back and forth for almost a year and a half, 2 years. And he kept inviting me to come to Ghana. And I was nervous and scared because of the things that we were taught about African countries.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him that I would come visit just to see. So I got up the courage to get on the plane and come visit. And what was supposed to be a visit, I never left.
Wow. So you just went to visit and you never went back to the States?
I never went back to the States. I had a round trip ticket, and I let my ticket to go home just go.
Wow.
When I got here, as soon as I got off the plane, I felt this weight just lifted me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and before I could even get out of the airport, just the way that the people at the airport cared for me, the security, they were so concerned about who's here, who's coming to get you, why are you traveling alone? They were very concerned about me. Mm-hmm. And I said, why America? And I was going from here to there. No one would just ask you, well, are you okay? You know, are you waiting on someone to come pick you up? Or, they wouldn't be concerned. But when I got off the plane here, I just felt like I was at home.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Same with me. Like when I came back to the States, I was so depressed. I didn't know that I would miss Africa so much, to the point where I had to show African Americans, here in the States that Africa is home and do not be afraid of her, because like
Yeah,
you said, we have been lied to, for years, and we have been separated for hundreds of years, you know.
yeah,
Um, so when we go back there, we feel like we are supposed to be there, and most of us try to make a way to permanently get back there,
yeah.
so um I'm just proud of you, for taking that leap of faith and actually like, staying there and creating a whole life, like it's a whole new world for you, you know?
Honey, yes. It was some getting used to, but
Yeah,
us being African American, people don't understand that we too had struggles. We have situations where the power went off. We didn't have light. So when the blackout comes, I'm not so, oh, we don't have power because I've been there. I was born in Detroit. There was times where mama couldn't pay the light bill.
exactly.
So set in the dark. So I wasn't surprised about the blackouts and I wasn't worried. You know, it, being here is just a different type of peace. You
Mm-hmm.
go to
Mm-hmm.
the same schools, but it's a different type of peace.
Yeah, yeah. Especially like dealing with, the racism over here in the States and, our brothers and sisters getting killed, by the hands of the police and things of that nature and just the self-destruction of our own race, period. A lot of us over here, do drugs and, are alcoholics because of, the things that they have to go through here in the States. So they like to, self medicate themselves to take their mind off of everything that's going on here. But since you are truly at peace, truly, you don't have to worry about, the racism and things of that nature, so that goes to say for me to ask you this other question. What about Sunyani? My husband, he's Ghanaian too, and he used to work there in Sunyani, and he absolutely loves it. So tell us a little bit about the cost of living there, and if you know the price of lands and housing. Tell us a little bit about that, because not so many people know about Sunyani from the diaspora.
Okay. Well, actually, and I'm excited because I'm not the only Black American, African American here in Sunani. There is four of us.
Okay.
Um, Sunani is uh, the Bonahafo region, so it's the
Mm-hmm.
central region of Ghana, and the Sunani is the capital of the Bonahafo region. And over the years, it has started to develop into a very nice, small municipal town.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Here in Sunani, you can any type of lifestyle that you think that you can afford is here. Even in Ghana, the lifestyle that you want, it goes by what you can afford.
Exactly.
Um, the cost of living here, where I could say to rent an apartment, is for 1 year to rent an apartment is like $200 American, which is like 2,000 Ghana, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's for a 1 bedroom, kitchen, bathroom.
And that's
Um,
monthly, right? That's every month.
Pardon me?
Is that every month? $200 a month?
Yes,
Okay.
200 a month. But what
Mm-hmm.
you have to pay, most landlords take 1 year in advance rent, 2 years in advance rent, 3 years in advance rent. So if you
Mm-hmm.
and you plan on staying for 2 years, you come looking for you an apartment with a lease that's 2 years, and then you pay the whole 2 years up in advance, and then you don't worry about rent for another two
Mm-hmm.
years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, Most people have well water, so there's no water bill. Um, Mostly we use propane gas to cook, or we use. I'm a local, I live the local life, so I use the coal pot with the charcoal to cook. We do have a refrigerator that we refrigerate our food in and things. I do have a stove because I like to bake and everything. But you know, everything in your oven on and off, we don't do that. Our girls, they do their coal pot cooking, and we live the local lifestyle. But in Ghana, in Sunyani, we have our KFC restaurant, we have our Eastburg Hotel. So we have American food, we have German food. There are different foods and things like that you can get right here in Sunyani. We are a smaller version of Accra.
Okay.
But we're slowly developing into something big. Honestly, I can go through town and one day and there's nothing there, and then 3 days later, 4 days later, I go past the same place and they put a building up.
They're building.
So it's gradually growing. To buy land in Sunyani, it's not very expensive. An acre or a plot of land would go for like $1,500.
Okay. Okay.
So a full acre is 4 plots. So for $6,000 American dollars, you can buy an acre of land.
That is very cheap. It is. It is. Especially compared to Accra right now, you know.
So I tell my family all the time that they need to come here. I tell them all the time that they need to come.
I was gonna ask you about that. Like, how does your family feel about you, like just picking up and visiting and never coming back? Like, how was that conversation?
They thought I was crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
They really was like, "Oh, you really not coming back?" Now, my baby sister told me that I was going to go and not come back. She traveled to Ghana when she was like 16 or 17 for school, and then she came back for another program. And when I told her I was going to Ghana, she's like, "Oh, you're not going to come back."
Wow.
She said, "Omi," because she called me Omi. So she said, "Omi, Ghana is somewhere I will see you living." As I like children. She said there were so many children that would appreciate and need the type of love that I have. So she said I wasn't coming back. But my mom, maybe I should put you in a crazy house, or, you know, they were worried maybe that I was being, kept against my will and all these things. So I had to really express to them, this is what I wanted.
Yeah.
I felt it in my heart that this is where I needed to be.
I feel like Africa needs us, you know, and we need them. You know, we do. We need them, you know. We need them to basically show us how to live, you know, the natural way, you know, because here, you know, we are so Americanized, you know, we are not used to, you know, living in a different way. We need Africa. We do.
Africa needs Black America so bad right now. I try and tell my friends that there's plenty land. We're in America. We're paying other people's rent. We're paying mortgages on other people's homes. We're paying for land that will never be ours.
Exactly.
And there's a taxes issue. There's going to be some issues. But if you come to the motherland and bring that same amount of money, that same amount of effort that you were putting into America, if you put it into the motherland, the kingdom is ours. There's a kingdom in heaven, but the kingdom on earth would be ours if we all just come back home.
Yeah. I feel like that's what we need, you know. That's our home. You know, that is the only place that we can pretty much go and feel like we belong, you know. I urge all African Americans, you know, to visit Africa at least one time, you know, and make your decision, and plan accordingly, So I was going to ask you also about what type of businesses do you feel like Sunyani needs from us right now?
Right now, they need manufacturing companies.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, people grow pineapples, but they don't sell pineapples quick enough, so they don't know how to can and preserve pineapples.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of pineapples go bad. You have a lot of mangoes go bad. They don't know how to can their tomatoes yet. So that go bad, that we in America, we know, oh, we get canned tomatoes. We can go to the market and get canned,
Mm-hmm.
can go and get canned pineapples. If someone comes here, open up a manufacturing company and teach our people how to mass produce their product,
Mm-hmm.
it would jobs, it will open up more opportunities for the youth, and it would make a big difference in
Mm-hmm.
our, where we won't have to keep importing
Yeah.
from out the country. We can feed ourselves right here in our own country, or we can
Mm-hmm.
fruit to the UK, or to we have cashew farm. I can walk up and down the street and I can see cashew on the ground. And you know how expensive cashews are in the United States.
Very, very.
Yeah, that um corn, things go bad that they can preserve and reuse over and over again. Another
Mm-hmm.
thing, clothing companies. There are many great designers here that make beautiful clothes. But what if they had a company that would help them mass produce their clothes?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Instead of uh, say, I girl, but what if she can have 20 or 30 people in her shop, mass producing and shipping her items across the world to other
Mm-hmm.
people? A lot of money in America for African wear.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And there's a high demand for it right now too.
Our African wear don't come from Africa. It comes from China.
Yeah,
It comes from Pakistan. But
yeah.
it would came right from the motherland to here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give that money back to our people. Stop taking care of other countries and other people, and give the money back to our people so that they can grow.
Where it belongs. You know,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
they have been
They
capitalizing
take
off of
from Africa,
Africa
but
for
nobody gives
years.
back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They have. They have been capitalizing off of our people for years. And it's time for a change. It is. That's why I was like, what type of, investment companies would you all need out there in Sunyani? Um, Also, I was gonna ask you about um your initiative with the girls and the boys soccer team. Like, how did that get started? And also, I want you to let the platform know how we can donate to the cause.
Okay. So what? About 4.5 years ago, um, I love kids, so we started having Saturday fun day in our yard where we would put the flat screen TV outside and let children come in and have popcorn and watch movies. Um, then I noticed that the boys like to play football, so we bought a couple of footballs and put them in the back of the house for the children to come play. They can pick up hula hoops or jump ropes or anything they could come by. They could come by and draw pictures, color, anything like that. So what started off with 4 or 5 kids, within a month it came 15 children, and then within 2 months it was like 25 children. So I asked my husband, what could we do with all these babies? And he said football. He said that girls like football, boys like football, all ages. So I reached out to some of my friends and family, and I asked them to help us start uh, a football teams to keep the children active. Now, girls are often left behind. Mothers, they don't educate their girls. They don't spend money on furthering their education. Sometimes girls are forced to work the market, work on the
Mm-hmm.
farm. Uh, if the household has too many children, one daughter will be married off at a young age. They still
Mm.
have young child bride. or sent somewhere to be a maid because the family can't feed them. The the pregnancy rate is higher here than ever in the United States could ever think of. And how can we get a hold of the girls, because the girls are important to the world also.
Exactly. They are the mothers of the earth.
I asked him, I said, well, can we let the girls come stay in the house with us so I can keep my eyes on them so that I can help them, and help them make sure that they go to school, make sure that they have food to eat, make sure that they don't have to run to, because men take advantage of girls all over the world. And so I said, well, let's bring the girls into the house. So the short-term goal for us is house the girls, educate the girls. In exchange, we had to have something for them to do. And football offers them opportunities to travel, and it also gives them opportunities to have something good on their CV. So, say from high school, if they want to go to university, they can write down, well, I belong to this football team, the Darling Angels, for 4 years, and me myself, I can write them a reference letter to maybe help them pursue a university in the United States, or a football team in the UK, or something more than just being a wife.
Right.
Being a wife is beautiful, but you have to be a helpmeet. So, to help them stay out of the eyes of grown men and being in trouble, I decided, babe, can my husband, can we just bring the girls in?
Right,
so,
right.
We have men, and these are just a few of our daughters. We have 4 other girls that are away writing exams, and we have 3 girls that go to boarding. So all together, we have 18 daughters.
Wow. And they all live with you?
Yes, ma'am. They all live in our home. And it's a blessing. Are y'all okay with it? Y'all okay? Y'all like living with us? Yes.
Oh.
They have an amazing. They get to go to KFC sometimes. They get to eat pizza. They get to eat things that other people don't eat. They get ice cream and they're excited. Look, Indomie is ramen noodles, what we call it in America.
Yeah.
But if you buy these Indomie, I'm the best mommy in the world if they eat Indomie.
Hey, Indomie is all that. I love Indomie.
Was in America and we was eating ramen noodles.
Yeah.
So poor. But I give my babies Indomie here, and I'm the best mommy in the world.
Well, I'm so happy about this. I am so proud of you. This is amazing. You are really doing like God's work. This is God's plan. He had a plan for you, and I feel like most African Americans that go to Africa, they are sent there by the Most High, Seriously. He has a plan for us on the continent. We just have to go there and see, Hey, my husband calls me the female Moses. The Exodus. Yeah.
And it's true. God has a job for everybody. Now, even in America, I was a foster mom. I was a foster mom for 15 years. So when I got here and I saw the need, it was like, how can you go back to America and you know that there's a need right here?
Yeah.
How can you go to your life and not think about these babies that you left behind? Just go back. I couldn't go back. And every year people be like, you coming home this year? When you coming? Hurry up and come. Hurry. I'm not in a rush.
And I'll tell you, you're not missing nothing, sis. I mean, I know that your family's there and stuff, and they want to see you. But hey, they can come visit you in Africa. You
Hey,
know?
I tell my sisters all the time, I come to prepare a place for us.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because once they come, they're not gonna want to go back either.
No, 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 and that's my prayer point. That's my
Yeah,
prayer point. I want everybody to have this peace. I want everyone to come home and own your own home, own your
yeah.
own business.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I we have my husband and we have 150 acres in the northern village. And as soon as I get somebody to bless us and help us build a school for 100 girls, we will house and educate 100 girls every year
150
for
acres.
for free. We will house and educate 100 girls per year if we
Mm,
get them to build this school. The land is there.
mm, mm, mm,
There.
mm, mm.
I just said that anybody that want to come, we have 150 acres of land, and if you're coming to develop and do something good that would benefit the people, we
Mm,
invite you.
mm, 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 mm. Whew, Lord, I tell you, sis, we got to get it together. We do. We have to get it together because it's so much to do. It's so much work to be done. And instead of focusing our efforts here in the States, we need to go back to Africa. We have to, you know?
And people, we got to teach our people. We were taught the Western way, true, the American way. We were taught, but we can bring that back here and critique it
Yeah, yeah.
to make
Mm-hmm.
our to show our people that we can survive on our own. So that's one of my focuses and prayer points. Everything will happen in God's time.
Mm, mm, mm. Whew, I tell you. Thank you, husband, for taking good care of her. you know, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
showing her, the way to live in Africa and blessing her, blessing her with everything that she needs in order to take care of, the children there, because I know it's not easy, but this is her calling, this is what she was put on earth to do, you know. So this goes to my next question. Would you recommend Sunyani for a repatriation destination?
Yes, I
Okay.
definitely. I would tell people to come visit Sunyani. Come spend just maybe 1 week and check out different areas of Sunyani, and you will really, really, really be like, oh, I didn't have this here in Africa. Oh, they do this. Oh, because people think that we're in the Stone Age. No, we're not in the
Yeah.
Stone Age. We're just as advanced as any other country. It's just not all of our roads are paved.
Yeah. 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 And everything is fresh.
There,
Everything is fresh in Africa. The fruits, the vegetables, the animals.
and in my yard alone, we have 2 mango trees, 1 orange tree, 1 lime tree,
Mm.
aloe vera tree. We have dandelions growing. What else? What else? We have palm tree for palm nuts. We got green tree, and we got orange trees. We got it all right here in our moringa,
Mhm.
honey. And to anybody in America, is a miracle medicine, a miracle herb. I recommend it for everybody.
You
If you
said
can get
moringa.
moringa and have a little, yes,
I got a
moringa tea in the
I
morning.
got two
Listen, I
moringa
make
trees
moringa
growing.
stew. I sip moringa tea. Dandelion is another thing that's healthy for you. Listen, when I'm still a big woman, but when I got off the plane, I was 400 pounds. I'm down to 250 and proud about it. But I don't exercise. It's just the food that I
It's
eat
the
that
food.
change.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, it's the food. It's the
Once you go
food and
get
the environment.
so we would pick this from the yard and I'll boil it or I'll make me a stew with it, a soup with it. And
Mm-hmm.
it helps with high blood pressure, diabetes. It helps with stomach problems. Moringa is truly a miracle
Herb,
plant.
it is. I have 2 moringa trees growing right now.
Oh, girl, it's a blessing.
Yep, yeah. I grow things too, you know. I do.
Man, I can't wait till you get home because there's so much that we can do together.
Most definitely. You know, one of my dreams for Africa is to open up my own orphanage. You know, that's my dream. You know, to give back to the unfortunate. You know, yeah, that's one of my goals to give back to the unfortunate. You know, the women, the children. You know, yeah, just giving back, sis. That's my dream.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Hear you.
Okay, okay. We were kind of mute for a minute. Did you hear what I
Oh,
said beforehand about the orphanage?
yeah. And where's
Okay.
it located?
Out there in Ghana. Yeah, I want to do it in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Orphanages, orphanages are something that's really truly needed. If a person has it on their heart to, there's babies at the hospital waiting. Listen, I just
Mm,
have there's because these young girls have babies and they don't know how to take care of them.
mm,
There's babies
mm,
waiting to be adopted. There's young girls waiting to be educated and taught how to be raised and how to live a good life.
mm,
There are young boys that really want to work and there's no work for them. So
mm.
we come create jobs for them.
We do, we do, we do. And we have the US dollar to do it. You know,
Yeah,
we do. We have the US dollar
yeah.
to do it. So you all hear what's going on. It's time. It's time for us to go back home and build. You know, one donation at a time can do a lot. You know, she has a lot of land. Her and her husband has a lot of land that's just waiting to be developed. You know, so we're going to most definitely put in the description box on how to get in contact with you, you know, so people can donate to your initiative as well as talk to you about maybe, you know, even buying some land from you all to start building, you know, and, creating jobs and things of that nature. So, I have one last question for you. What is your message for the diaspora? To the ones that have never been to Africa, you know, the ones that are afraid, you know, to take that leap of faith, what would you tell someone?
I would tell them to that fear is the enemy. That fear weakens it and stops us from getting to our victory.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot listen to what other people have taught us. We cannot listen to what the news show us because they don't want us to see that Africa is really a beautiful country, a continent, and there are
Mm-hmm.
beautiful here that need us. Do
Mm-hmm.
not be, don't let fear stop you from reaching your destiny. And
Mm-hmm.
we were, and we still are kings, queens, chiefs. Y'all have to know that. And we have to go back and come back and claim what is ours. We don't have to fight for it. When something is ours, there's no fighting for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What gave to us is for us. We just have to stand together and be strong. Every other race, they come together and they stand together. Us as Black Americans, African Americans, we need to come together. We need to not be here. We need to be here so that we can so
Mm-hmm.
take away the fear. Come see for yourself. Come see for yourself.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
say Ghana If you want to come to Ghana, I'm gonna tell you, Ghana is a beautiful, happy, fun-loving country. The people here, they are excited people. They love to they love to fellowship. They love to party. They love to dance. They love to just enjoy life. They don't walk around worry, woe is me. Uh, they have this thing in Ghana that is all is well. God, it's all in God's hands. It will be okay. You know, some days I have where struggles and your neighbor, all you have to do is walk out the door and you hear somebody say, good morning. You just be happy. So I beg you to come see for yourself.
Yes. That was something that I really enjoyed in Ghana when I was there. Everyone was happy, you know, and instead of a liquor store being on every corner, I seen a church on every corner, you know. People were greeting you when you come outside, you know. Yeah.
I have to go to church. I mean, the church is literally 20 steps away from my house, but I can sit in my yard and listen to the pastor preach, and the Holy Spirit right at home, just like it would fall on me in the church. And you know, still have street preachers here. They still have to preach with the microphone, preaching the word. And then the thing I want people to know: all religions. They all live together. The Muslim, the Israelites, the Christians, the non-Christians, they all live together in unity. Everybody's respecting everybody's belief.
Just like the biblical days, you know. In the biblical days, that's what they did. You know, the foreigners were the foreigners, and you all live together. You know, you treat them just like you treat anybody else, you know. So, well, I want to thank you and the ladies and your husband for showing up to the interview. Thank you, ladies. You all are just beautiful and amazing young ladies, and you keep up the good work. You keep up the good work with school and your soccer, you know, your football, and you just make sure that you always respect yourself and respect your elders too, okay? You all are so beautiful. Beautiful young ladies, very respectful. All right, sis.
I want to say thank you and God bless you so much for your YouTube channel, for your Facebook page. I encourage you to keep going. Don't stop, sister. Keep going.
Thank you.
Educate our people, and just like God is going, everything is going to come all in full circle for our people. And I just want to say, God bless you. God bless your husband. And tell him when y'all come to Ghana, make sure you stop at Sunyani to visit us.
Oh, yeah, we're coming to Sunyani most definitely. Thank you so much. You all have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.